What's up, guys? Tech Peasants Podcast, episode 8.
Alrighty.
And we were actually, all four of us are back this time.
No.
Unfortunately, no Jonathan.
I'm
No
gonna
Jonathan,
leave right
but he
now.
comes back like in 2 days, right?
Something like that.
And he's only going to be here for 2 days.
God. We'll do like a Tech Peasant behind the scenes or some shit. We'll just goof around on camera.
We ain't doing shit.
We're gonna film a porno.
Anywho, welcome to Tech Peasants Podcast, where we occasionally talk about video games.
Every
Samati,
time we get off track in like 2 seconds.
Samati, what are we doing today?
Well, we got 10 topics today. We got Destiny 2, because we just saw the reveal for that. Phantom Dust, the Nintendo 2DS XL,
Okay.
2 Metroid games possibly being in development,
Alright.
Vanquish coming to Steam, Ubisoft confirming Far Cry 5 and The Crew 2, Sonic Forces lets you create a custom character for the third playable character.
Oh my god, how many topics do we have?
Too many.
AMD Ryzen 16-core processor,
Oh lord.
AMD Radeon Vega, which was competing with like a 1080 Ti, and E3 predictions. But we're going to go through these relatively fast because E3 predictions are going to be the main thing for today.
Alrighty, well, that's quite the list. Let's go ahead and get started then.
Not fucking.
All right, Destiny 2. Fun fact, Jacob walked in like 2 minutes after it ended.
Good.
So he can't even really talk about this. Daniel came in like when it was already on for like 20 minutes.
I saw
Thank
the
God.
entire.
Kevon saw the entire thing. He was not impressed at all.
No. At all.
And I can't blame him because Destiny is that kind of game. And I'll just let him go first.
Same shit, different toilet. Basically, that's what that comes down to. They added a story, and they kept saying, "Oh, we added a better story." No, it's the fact that you actually added a story this time. So I can't really say much besides that.
It's not really much of a podcast when you can't say much on something.
Yeah, it's Destiny.
It is Destiny, though.
It's Destiny. Like it's.
Daniel occasionally glimpsed at it.
I
What do you
know
think?
nothing about Destiny.
So it's this podcast's destiny to not have anything to talk about?
Only for this topic.
Okay, fair
Jacob,
enough.
did you just?
Yes, I just. Kevon, how many years have you known me? Like fucking
I can't get used to that.
10 over 10.
Too long.
Yes,
You
too
should
long.
know. You should know that I am a lord of puns. I even have that on my resume.
Oh, God. Just look at that. Be like, declined.
Oh.
But anyways, yeah.
Well,
Well,
if you're just gonna decline my resume because of that, then you're not the employer I want to work for anyway.
I'm glad we understand each other. So, yeah. The Destiny 2 reveal was exactly what I expected. It looks like the exact
Shit.
same graphics, which, well, it might look better on PC, and now they've completely ditched the last-gen consoles.
shit.
So, no more being held back by the BS3 and the 360.
The BS3.
Yeah. That game, that held back the first game, because it looks the exact same, just at 720p.
Oh, it was on PS3. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that held the game back drastically. So hopefully the game looks better on here. I mean, we were watching it on YouTube with their shitty ass bitrate
Yeah.
on this 65-inch screen in here, so it's stretched. So I'll
Almost
have
as
to
long
watch
as
it.
my dick.
so I'll have to watch it again on a smaller screen to like get a true feel for the graphics. Gameplay in the HUD looks similar. They added some new things, like you got SMGs now, new powers, new sword abilities, new subclasses, all the stuff you expect. New planets that are actually just moons, but they kept calling them planets. The story here, from what they've shown, they show a trailer at the beginning that was already showing more story than the whole first game did.
So there are moons and SMGs.
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy confirmed.
No.
That would be cool.
But yeah, these new guns. You can have 2 primary weapons now. It looks like one elemental, one not. The swords are back. If people like that. They didn't show any ship combat, which is what I fucking wanted the most.
But they showed shit combat.
Yeah, they did show shit.
That's all of it.
They
Does it have artificial fish AI?
probably
Okay.
they showed
Insta buy.
they showed
Shit.
this event was I'm trying to think what they showed. They showed something else that was at least kind of interesting.
Shit.
Oh yeah, the raids will now have matchmaking. So thank you, Bungie, for finally using your brain and adding that, because I literally can't get the platinum in the first game because no one still plays it, and I didn't have enough people playing it when it first came out. So they fixed that problem at least by adding matchmaking to the raids.
So it's still the same 3 classes as the first game.
Yeah, it's still the same 3 classes. They just added more subclasses.
Good God, is your laptop dying?
Yes.
That fan is freaking loud.
And this is it's only opened up on Word.
Oh my God. Anyway.
But yeah, they did that. So matchmaking is really just you go look at clans that you can play with, and they'll have an extra spot. So yeah, Destiny 2. It'll have a beta, so I can actually try it then. Exactly what I expected, nothing more, which is disappointing. Well, at the same time, the first game, I did get enjoyment out of that for like 2 years. I got almost all the DLC for it, except for Rise of Iron, because Destiny was full of shit with that. It wasn't included in the Season Pass, and it costed $30. So unless they put that on sale, I'm not buying it, because that was such a ripoff.
$30 DLC.
That's not in the Season Pass, so even if you bought that, you don't get it. Because what I did with the first Destiny, I bought it, saw it was a DLC trap. I was like, okay, this game is fun, but I'll come back later. Traded that in to the Taken King edition, which had all the DLC up to that point. I thought Taken King was the last one, but nope, Rise of Iron, and I didn't get it because no Season Pass. So to get the full experience of that game, you would have had to buy the game, the Season Pass, and Rise of Iron.
We've got to have money.
I fucking hate that greed so much. And then like the whole multiplayer thing, like, you don't have the latest DLC, so you can't search for specific modes anymore for multiplayer.
Oh, that's garbage.
So,
stupid.
yeah, that's
stupid.
when they officially pissed me off, and that's when the fan base got
That'd
rightfully
be-
so pissed off at them.
That would be like if Smash Brothers said, "Lol, you don't have Claude, you can't fight in this match."
Yeah, that people were comparing it, and this was the best example I saw of it. People said this is like buying a couch. Then a few months later, when they have new accessories for the couch, they come back and cut half the couch off, saying, "Oh yeah, buy the accessories, and you'll get it back." That's essentially what they did with that game, and yeah, that was just unforgivable. So that's when I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not buying this game anymore." The second one, if I get it, it'll be at a discount. I'm not buying it day one because I can't support them again with that kind of crap.
That sounds pretty bad.
Oh yeah, and it's a shame too because the game itself was actually kind of fun, but like they took it too far. So that's Destiny 2. It comes out September 8th.
Cool. All right. Anything else to say on that then?
Shit.
You've been completely silent this entire time, Daniel.
He just
I
glimpsed
don't
at it
know.
like 4 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
I don't
Destiny.
blame you. I have nothing to say
Oh,
either.
on that note,
I have nothing
the
positive
new
to
weapons
say.
do look cool though,
I have nothing positive to say, so.
All right.
and they added cap shield to the game.
Oh, well, that's cool too.
All right.
Next.
All right,
Next.
next topic. And this will be really quick because I don't know what the hell this game even is. Phantom Dust, which is apparently a cult classic Xbox game, was released for free on Xbox One and Windows 10 PC.
Interesting.
And it's basically a action strategy game where like you have these weird powers because this dust has fallen on the Earth's surface that'll make you forget your memories, but some people can control it. And this game is very. I looked on Wikipedia and even their description was confusing to me. Some people can harness that power and use it, and you can. There's a card system in it. It's weird as fuck to describe. And looking at the gameplay, I was like, this looks weird. I can see why it's a cult classic because something that complicated, but still kind of appealing. Holds on, and it's for free. They're gonna have microtransactions. I added it to my Windows 10 library just because it's free. Why not?
Okay.
I probably won't ever play it because I don't know what the hell it is. But
I mean, if it's free, I'll get it. I
Yeah,
don't care
it's
what
free?
it is.
yeah, it's free on Windows 10.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
I got to upgrade.
So there's nothing to really say about that
nothing
one
to say
either.
about that. If you're a fan of it,
Well-
congratulations.
Well, I have a side topic I can bring up. Speaking of Dust, the game that I want to talk about includes a thing called Zombie Dust. When I was a young lad, and
This
I
is gonna
was
be a while.
no, it's not going to take that long. And when I was up north, my uncle had an Xbox original, and he would allow me to play games on it. I would play games like Jet Set Radio Future, but he also had demo discs. And one of those games on the demo disc was a game called Voodoo Vince, where you play.
Oh, yeah,
it's a
I've heard of that.
platformer with a suicidal voodoo doll. And the whole mechanic was you die to damage your enemies because lol, you're a voodoo doll.
Fuck? Oh,
Well, what's amazing is that Voodoo Vince got a remaster, and that was released the 28th of April. So I am extremely happy to see Voodoo Vince, because I only got to play the demo when I was a young kid, and I never got to experience the full game. So now, eventually, I'll cough up $15 to buy it, to get it rather, and I'll finally be able to play Voodoo Vince in remastered form.
yeah. I
So
heard
that's
about that.
fun.
I heard about that getting remastered. I didn't know what it was about, but you just said it. Okay.
It's a fun.
That sounds
game.
kind of sadistic and fun at the same time.
It is.
That sounds like some 2003 Linkin Park shit.
It's a dark comedy sort of game. And of course it's a platformer, so you can't really go wrong with that.
Oh my god.
Oh no, seriously, some of these deaths that some of these special attacks that are your deaths are some pretty gruesome ones. Like it's a cartoony game, but one of them is a taxi materializes out of nowhere, and a bunch of AK-47s pop out of the car and shoot you.
Jesus.
Of course, that's in reference to the mobs, the Italian mobs,
God.
and you know, like that kind of stuff. And then one of them is you fall in a pot of cooking oil, and another one is you get smashed by a giant hammer, and it's pretty interesting. It's an interesting little game. I would definitely suggest checking that out. Voodoo Vince Remastered. It's on Steam, and it's also on
Oh, it's on
Xbox
Steam?
One. Yes, it is.
Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you.
People who made that were either very depressed or angry.
I think
Yes.
one thing is they had a very low budget because all of their music is MIDI format.
Oh,
You
wow.
can tell it's a MIDI piano and MIDI strings. It's hilarious. But it actually is genuinely good music, and it's a genuinely good game. So I would suggest checking that shit out. So that's all I have to say about Voodoo Vince.
All right.
Now, if only we could get Sega to do Jet Set Radio Future. Only on Xbox can only that eventually runs its course, Sega. So you've released Jet Set Radio onto Steam. Let's get Jet Set Radio Future going. I would love that.
They just in the last 3 months released Bayonetta and Vanquish.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
anything's possible.
Well, I
Vanquish
hope
comes out next week, but yeah.
I hope that consideration is in the pipeline, because I would love to play Jet Set Radio Future again.
The man's there, so they'll probably.
Funny
And the
enough,
pressure's on them because there's no Xbox emulator yet.
it's funny enough. I actually tweeted about Jet Set Radio, and then a Jet Set Radio fan account followed me on Twitter.
That DJ one.
Yeah, DJ
Yep.
one, DJ K.
Followed me too.
DJ Professor K. And
Yep.
I thought that was hilarious. It's like I only mentioned Jet Set Radio Future once, and then this account's like, yes, him. All right, well, that's all I have to say on that.
Next topic. This will be fast because fuck this company. Nintendo has announced a
Oh
2DS has announced a 2DS XL that will release on July 28th.
Nintendo is the king of left field. Like, the whole point of the 2DS was, one, it doesn't have the 3D function, which you can turn off anyway.
Exactly.
And two, it was supposed to be a design specifically built for kids so that they can't break it. But they've gone back to the clamshell design
Yep.
for the 2DS XL, and that is completely out of left field, because the whole point of the 2DS was for your 5-year-old kid who decides to run around with it and then oops, drops it, but it's not broken because the thing is sturdy. But now with the clamshell design, that thing's gonna break in 5 minutes.
I don't get this at all. It's going to be $149.99. It looks the exact same as a 3DS XL. It's just no slider, no 3D.
I don't.
And I once again do not understand. I ask people this. I'm like, why buy the 2DS when you can just slide the Switch down? Everyone damage controls the 2DS, saying, well, you might hit the Switch by accident or some shit. I'm like,
I understand the argument for the original model of the 2DS because it's all a solid slab.
Yeah, that
It's
one's okay.
That's built specifically for kids.
Yeah.
But this, I don't understand at all. Like, it's the clamshell design. It's gonna snap in half easily.
yeah.
And
And the 3D kind of helps the game's low resolution look at least better.
that's the whole point of the 3DS, though.
Exactly.
It's in its name. So
Yeah.
I don't understand people who don't like to play with the 3D. I don't understand.
I get the people that have like epilepsy or something, but
I understand it, but at the same time, it's like you bought this system And the gimmick is like the whole selling point of the system, other than of course the better graphics and Nintendo on the go. But I'm just gonna shut up while I'm ahead.
I just think there's way too many DSs.
Yeah.
They really need to stop.
There are so
Wanna know why they
many
keep making them?
variations
People
on
keep
the
buying
things.
them.
People keep buying it. Exactly.
Oh, it prints money.
Yeah.
It prints money. The 3DS just absolutely prints money, and that's been a trend ever since the original Game Boy.
Yeah.
I give
So-
them credit though. They really did not stop supporting this thing when the Switch came out.
Oh, definitely.
I thought they were going to force people to upgrade to the Switch.
Better selection of games.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of 3DS, remember when I was telling you about that Pikmin game on 3DS that was silently canceled? It wasn't. It's called Hey Pikmin, and it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Put
That
on
game
hold.
still exists.
Cool.
So if you want a 2D puzzle platformer with Pikmin aesthetic, there you go.
Why not?
It looks cute enough. It's Pikmin. You can't go wrong with Pikmin. I love them.
All right.
But Nintendo has money. They can keep making stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
I
On the
mean,
topic of Nintendo.
If they keep supplying me with plastic figures, I'll be fine.
God.
I have an addiction. I have an
I need
addiction.
that picture of that woman from the Wiki How. Get help.
Oh,
Step 4. Get help. Step
I know
4.
which one
Get
you're
help.
talking about.
She has that face of like.
Yeah, with that bullshit art style. I love it. All right.
All right, next topic.
On the topic
Next
of
topic.
Nintendo, it's rumored that 2 Metroid games are in development right now.
Bullshit.
And 1 from Retro Studios.
Bullshit.
And this comes
I
from
don't buy it in the slightest.
a composer named Alexander Brandon says that he's currently working with Retro Studios.
I have no idea who
Restart
that is.
required, huh? But so yeah, I've never heard of him before. But he's currently working with Retro Studios. People assume it's a Metroid game because Retro Studios. And then there's rumors of a 2D Metroid game being made by another company.
Who?
Where do these rumors come from?
It was some.
Is it Next Level Games?
No. It was
okay.
some. It started with a C. I forgot the name because they later said they're not working on one, but it might just be another company. But and this rumor could just be bullshit as well. But 2 Metroid games could possibly be in development right now. I do
don't
think at least
buy it.
I do think at least Retro is working on one because they have to be doing something.
I would love for them to.
I would love to. Yeah,
I would
but
love for
I'm
them to,
skeptical.
but I'm not buying it.
The Switch needs games. So
Obviously, if they make a Metroid game, I'm buying it. But clearly, I would buy it. But in terms of it being genuine, I'm not buying that. I don't believe it at all.
I think at least Retro. They need to do something. They're just dormant right now, and they need to do something. So.
Nintendo's pretty much abandoned the Metroid series.
Yeah.
I'm cynical at this
Well,
point.
the fans want it, and I mean, they brought back Star Fox. You remake freaking
They
Star
brought
Fox.
it back all right.
Yeah, and then it was,
They brought it back and immediately went back into the grave.
yep. And that was their fault. But,
Sorry,
yeah,
Star Fox fans. Zero brought their profits down to zero. So
as it should, because that
There
game
goes
was
that.
stupid. But, yeah, it could be possible. Never know. I mean, E3, if it happens, it actually would still be a surprise because Nintendo actually did something right. Oh,
that's a shock.
That'd be cool to see a next gen 3D Metroid game.
Like first person.
It would be
one
Yeah,
site,
yeah, that
one
would be
site
cool.
said Metroid Prime 4, but that's being a
Isn't
little
the
too
Prime
hopeful.
trilogy done? Like complete?
Well, that's why we call it a trilogy.
They might just use the
Unless
same
you want to
style.
count Metroid Prime Hunters on DS.
We don't
And Metroid
man.
Prime Pinball.
we don't talk about those.
I mean, it might just be the same
you don't like
style,
Metroid
but
Prime
the
Pinball?
different title.
I don't care what it is as long as it's a first person Metroid shooter.
It could be a side scroll.
I love it.
To be honest, I would not mind a 2D Metroid. I would not mind a 3D first-person Metroid, and I would not mind the method that Other M did because
They can improve upon it.
that they could improve upon it. And Team Ninja was onto something with that control scheme because the third person 3-dimensional isometric sort of Metroid worked very well. Of course, going into first person mode was complete horse shit, but that's something that they can improve upon.
They can
And
fix that just by having more buttons.
I genuinely enjoyed playing parts of Metroid Other M because the control scheme was pretty damn good. The dodge mechanic felt great. The auto aiming and firing felt wonderful. It was very action packed. It's a really interesting game to watch because of just how fast paced the combat is. It gets borderline bullet hell in that game, and I wouldn't mind them going back to that formula, but I don't think Retro Studios would touch that sort of control scheme. So if it's Retro Studios, I would definitely place my bet on first person.
Yeah.
Can never go wrong with those.
That's my favorite type.
Unless it's a Donkey Kong crossover, in which case it's 2.5D.
As long as it's not as hard as 2.
It'd be weird as fuck.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Metroid Prime 2 was
God.
no.
I can't do Metroid Prime 2.
I don't know
I
how you,
beat it.
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it.
I
Don't
can't.
battle the Metroids. That's all I have to say. Avoid them.
Metroid
Avoid the
game.
Metroids in the Metroid game. Got it.
Yeah.
I never would have thought it to have seen the day. Anyway,
Well,
so that's all I have to say on that.
Could be nice, if it's true.
If they do it, please take my money. But I highly doubt it's a thing that's happening. That being said, I hope it happens.
That's how I am too.
I miss my beautiful bounty hunter in space. Okay, next topic.
Next topic, Sega announced that Vanquish is coming to Steam on the 25th of this month.
What's Vanquish?
Vanquish was a third-person shooter by Platinum Games. It was like sci-fi. It's this. You have this
Platinum
suit.
Games made that?
Yeah, you have this suit that's very advanced. It allows you to react like at superhuman speeds. You can dash around the floor using like thrusters on your shoulder while you lay on your back.
The nano suit.
It's like the nano suit, but not as advanced in terms of like armor and shit. But from the gameplay you look at, I mean, they have like GIFs on Steam showing like how it operates, and like the GIFs slow make you go like, damn. Like there was one, he dashes into a guy, kicks him, backflips up, time slows down, he shoots barrels next to the enemies, it blows up. It's that kind of third-person shooter.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
crazy as hell.
Didn't Platinum Games make Metal Gear Rising?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Okay.
Automata as well.
Yeah, so like,
Platinum Games,
Platinum Games also is Bayonetta.
Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And I believe
And
Devil May
Bayonetta
Cry.
2, of course.
I'm not sure if they made
Devil
that.
May.
I believe they
I
made
don't
that.
think that's Platinum.
One of them.
No, that's not Platinum.
No, Platinum?
That's not Platinum.
Okay. Well, Bayonetta then.
Yeah, definitely Bayonetta and like Nier and yeah. But yeah, Vanquish is a cool looking game. I found out about this game like late last gen when it was almost too late to buy it, and the game flopped more or less, which sucks because it was a really good game. So it's hard to find a copy for like a cheap price. So I'm glad they're putting this on Steam now, and this will have like support for resolutions, wherever you can go, unlocked frame rate, all that good stuff. So I'm definitely gonna pick this up. It's only gonna be like, I think it's only gonna be $20, because that's what Bayonetta also launched that on Steam. Which we forgot to mention a few podcasts ago. Bayonetta was also released on Steam.
How is that?
We did mention it.
Oh, we did. Oh yeah, for a little bit, yeah. The port, from what I've heard, is fantastic. A really good port. Of
Yeah,
Bayonetta.
it's from what I've seen, it's a fantastic port. 4K runs smoothly. It's 60 frames per second all around, and it supports higher frame rates.
Digital Foundry just had nothing but praise for that port.
Yeah, it's a top tier port. So yeah, if you want Bayonetta, by all means, it's on Steam. I would suggest it.
Yeah. And same with Vanquish, hopefully. I mean, it is Platinum, so hopefully the engine they used was at least similar.
Yeah.
So that one should run good too. The game looks fun as hell. I want to play that a lot. I also heard it gets very hard, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. So let me just put it this way: Bayonetta runs smoothly on Wii U. Imagine it on PC.
And that runs smoothly on Wii U.
It does. Believe it or not, it actually does run smoothly on Wii U. So
Doesn't the
if it
360
runs smoothly
version-
on the Tricore, imagine how
man.
smoothly it runs on the PC.
Doesn't the 360 version run? I've heard it runs either better than the Wii U or almost as good.
They're just about the same.
Okay, yeah. So now that it's on PC, because no console can deliver that game at a solid 60.
Yeah, it's no. It,
So PC
Makes
now you
sense.
can finally play the game at a solid 60.
oh yeah, I should
And the
say.
PS3 version was god awful.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have specified it is smooth 30 on Wii U.
Oh,
Yes.
No, not Bayonetta. I'm talking about Bayonetta 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew what he was talking about.
But
That's a
Bayonetta
new
1
one,
is 60.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that one would come to Steam, but Nintendo owns that one, don't they?
Huh?
Nintendo owns Bayonetta 2, right?
Yes. Well, Nintendo is the reason why Bayonetta 2 even
happened.
exists.
Yeah. And that's good on them, but it can't come to PC because they technically own the game.
No, not necessarily.
It could.
It will come to. I think. Let's put it this way: Sonic Lost World was supposed to be Wii U exclusive.
Oh yeah, good point.
And then it came to Steam. So I have a good
Yeah.
feeling
Lost
that
World's on
it's going to
Steam.
happen to
Yep.
something. Sonic Lost World is
Sonic
on
Lost
Steam.
World's on
Well,
Steam.
that-
No idea.
If it does
It's
well,
a mediocre game.
I know, that's what I've
It's
heard.
it won't hurt you to buy it.
No,
That's
yeah,
right.
on sale. Yeah, you're saying.
I was just saying, like, if it does well, that'll contribute to things too.
Well, the Wii U's fan base didn't buy their games, so I think it didn't sell like either almost sold 1 million or it sold just a little over 1 million.
Nintendo gave me a free copy of Bayonetta 2, so I mean, whatever.
Yeah, they'll put it
So-
out there, and I haven't played the first one yet, so
I'm still
get
thankful
that
for
one
that. So
eventually
yeah,
on
thank
sale.
you Nintendo
People love
for.
those games, so
yeah.
So yeah, I would suggest Bayonetta. I would suggest Bayonetta 2, and I would suggest the Bayonetta upcoming amiibo,
Oh god.
and also the Bayonetta DLC for Smash. I like Bayonetta.
She's broken as fuck in that game though.
She is
banned in
broken as
tournaments.
fuck.
She's banned in tournaments
She is banned from tournaments. It was an
good reason.
insta ban too.
for good
That's
reason.
bad.
For good
They
reason.
probably saw a trailer and were like, nope.
Corin was so close to getting banned too.
She's
because
not banned.
She's not banned. Yeah. Well, there's also male. They are not banned. There you go.
Androgynous characters.
Yes. Also, the fact that you can be both male Corn and female Corn because Fire Emblem loves that gender swapping gimmick.
Well, that wasn't always a thing, but yeah, that's how they get profit now.
Yeah. Well,
You
I
have to
mean,
make
it's
money.
well, I mean, it's always nice. It's like, hey, I can make this character a female. Sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
I mean, they even added a gender swap mode for Shovel Knight. So you can have you can have Shovel Knight be a woman and Shield Knight be male and the Enchantress be the Enchanter, and
Huh.
it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun.
Yeah.
You can also make a Link a girl in Breath of the Wild when you go to the Gerudo.
Oh god, I saw that cross-dressing shit.
That was hilarious.
Oh man.
Anyway, what's the next topic?
Next one will also be fast. Ubisoft has confirmed Far Cry 5 and The Crew 2.
I'm excited
Okay.
for the Crew too. I didn't know that they were doing that, and as soon as you just mentioned it at the beginning, I was like, "Oh my god!"
I've never
Daniel
gotten to Far Cry
loves driving games like
yeah,
that.
Oh.
I'm a racing
yeah, it's a
game person.
His
driving game?
favorite thing
Yeah.
to Daniel's favorite thing to do in Just Cause 2 is just drive around to random places.
90% of the time I play that game, it's driving.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the Crew is literally the entire United States open world driving.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
it's scaled down, of course,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
Huh.
huge. It took me like a few weeks just to uncover all the fog of war on the map.
Damn.
But
Man.
yeah, it's a really cool game.
Yeah, I haven't played The Crew. I played Far Cry 3, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
That was like
I
one of the
love
first-
Far Cry 3.
That was one of the first games I played on my PC, my laptop. Back, I played that at like 720p, 29 frames. But it was fun and still better than the console version, so I enjoyed it. I didn't play 4
I didn't play 4
because
either.
I just never got around to buying it or anything. And
3's the only one I've played.
same.
I
have the,
I've wanted to play 1 and 2.
I have
and
the DLC called Blood Dragon or whatever.
yeah, Blood
I
Dragon.
haven't played that yet. I probably
That just
will.
doesn't work on my computer for some reason.
Huh.
I tried running it and it's like, nope, just doesn't want to work.
Probably you play.
Yeah, it probably is. So I'll never be able to play that.
I'll try and play that before 5 comes out. It's rumored that this might be a Western. Don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Like cowboy
probably.
stuff. That's cool.
And it's rumored to be that. We don't know anything yet about it except that it's
Daniel
gonna
was
be announced.
interested.
Yes.
So hopefully, most likely E3 reveal for that for sure. And The Crew 2, all we got was the logo for both. I don't have them on my computer because it was like low quality as fuck. But yeah. So hopefully E3. I mean, Ubisoft doesn't have any other games, so they'll show them off at E3.
Yeah. You know, I was kind of expecting Assassin's Creed to hit the Western genre before,
Egypt.
you know, Far Cry.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
That should be an E3 too, because they skipped last year to give the series a well-deserved break. Yeah. So this one should look better and be worth the wait for the fans.
Yeah.
So yep, that's that. Anyone else got anything to say about Far Cry 5 or The Crew 2?
I don't.
They sound cool from what you guys say, but I have no experience.
Have you played 3?
Far Cry 3? I haven't.
You should try
really
that one. It's a fun game.
Like
is it a shooter?
Yeah, first person shooter, open world, and basically like I go by it really stealthy because obviously that's So like I always get a sniper and then a suppressor on it, and then I'll just go far away from the objective and then skirt the objective and kill all the guards and then go in.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's just how I play it. It's really cool. You should try it.
I will.
And there's
in Far Cry 4 you get to hunt Yeti.
Yeah. Did you ever see that CG trailer they did for Far Cry 3?
I haven't.
I thought we all saw that. The one where it's like it shows the story more or less. You're like this rich kid that goes on vacation, and the island you go to, I guess they didn't fucking check it out.
It's in Africa, I think, or somewhere in South Africa.
Yeah, like they go there, I guess they didn't check the shit out.
Yeah.
So he and his friends get like captured by the island, and there's this crazy guy, like one of the best villains ever, called the Boss.
Remember, that was the Eddie Raja guy.
Yeah, imagine like Eddie Raja times like 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like that's Voss.
Wait, was that the definition of insanity?
Yeah.
Guy? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that
I've heard
that's a meme as well.
I've heard
he's a
legends
good
of the memes.
And then the level where you go around burning the wheat field with the flamethrower.
Yeah, with Skrillex playing in the background.
That was the most amazing thing ever.
Oh my god. I'm it's stuck in my head now.
That's Sonic. I gotta listen to that after the podcast now.
Oh god.
But so I'm looking forward to that. All right, next topic. Sonic Forces has officially put DeviantArt back on the map.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that's basically I get
For the third playable character, you can make your own character.
I get my own
Finally I get to make Sonic's brother Cyrnos. It's Sonic spelled backwards. So yeah, we have Sonic DeviantArt. The jokes write themselves.
Oh man.
The joke
DA is just gonna
everyone's instant joke was original the character. Do not steal.
That's what they pretty much made. They show
or Sonichu.
Sonichu.
They show like with different glasses. They had the Scouter at one point.
Oh god.
You have like a flamethrower or some shit. You have a grappling hook. It looked kind of like Ratchet and Clank at one point because you're swinging with like this kind of like slingshot type thing on the thing Sonic will normally jump into and dash out of. I mean,
is the customization just for like the character, or do they?
I can't
like,
wait.
it's just for that particular character, but you can choose. Like they show a flamethrower, you probably choose another type of weapon as well.
Oh, I can't wait to see how this pans out. I am ready to view this dumpster fire.
Oh yeah.
It makes sense though, because now it's like all the things were like join the resistance.
They were referring to you.
Yeah, you're making a character so you can join the resistance and play alongside modern and classic Sonic.
To be honest, I'm going to be completely unoriginal and try to make Sally Acorn or Bunny Rabbit from the Sonic Saturday AM.
Those ancient beings?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, he remembers them more than Sega does. So
you said Sally. Isn't that like
the Freedom Fighters from Sonic Saturday AM? With the one Robotnik voiced by Jim Cummings.
Oh my god, Jacob. Why?
Because that cartoon is fun. I like that one.
That was actually the good one.
That was the good one.
There was a good Sonic cartoon?
Yeah. That one.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That was the actual good one. That's why people are so mad that it got canceled.
Yeah. It actually was genuinely good.
How old is that show?
90s.
It was like it was released in the 90s. It was like late 90s.
Back in the Jaleel White days.
Yeah, back in the Jaleel White days.
Huh. Man.
This was before the 4Kids dubs.
God.
Don't mention those.
Kevon just shivered in fear.
That and Sonic.
One thing that I want to bring up about Sonic Forces, Craig brought this up. The lighting, he said, is terrible for Sonic Forces. and I didn't see it until now. And oh my god,
what do you mean?
Like for example, they showed Green Hill for Classic Sonic.
Yeah.
Way too much fucking light. Like it didn't even make sense where the light was going.
Oh.
Well, not only that, but it was also fucking goddamn it. With the fire stages that they're showing with the not Death Egg robots in the background, the lighting doesn't allow you to see ahead far enough. So
in a Sonic game,
you're going
super
super fast, and you're not able to see where you're going because the lighting is off.
I hope they fix that.
I hope they do.
I just have to see it.
Certain stages in Sonic Generations have the same issue. I was actually just playing that this morning. Speed Highway has that issue.
Yeah, well, it's Speed Highway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I played that and it kind of did.
Yeah, because it's like I'm actively trying to get modern. I'm trying to actively get the red rings.
Good luck.
And I know, right? And the lighting doesn't allow me to see far ahead enough, so then I zoom past the red ring and I'm like, fuck, I have to go play it.
I know that feeling. Like you see it and you're like, no, come back.
There's that one in Green Hill where you have to jump at the perfect time.
Oh, I fucking hate that one.
I fucked that up for so long. I'm like, God damn it. I just keep going.
Oh, jeez.
Sonic Forces seems to have that problem. And another one, Crisis City in Sonic Generations has that exact same issue. It looks like it's the lighting issue from Crisis City is still in Sonic Forces with that post-apocalyptic whatever. I'm just gonna call it Rooftop Run in Hell.
Oh man,
because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like Rooftop Run in Hell.
I'm calling it not Crisis City because that's what it looks like. But
that tornado's carrying a car.
Oh god. The whole city's on fire.
I pray that they reference that. I want that so badly. Well, anyway, Sonic Forces, you get to make your own character.
Fan Fiction Unite.
Like not even Sega could avoid making
now that you mention it, did we used to draw our own characters too?
All the way through elementary school. We drew so much shit. I forgot. We drew so much. And
I have a couple of your drawings still, actually.
Oh, man. I see some of those.
You did a drawing of SBO that I still have.
Oh, my God.
And you did a Sonic Savanti.
Yeah, I used to love this.
I remember we used to draw. We used to what if the fireball from Sonic Battle had a body? We did shit like that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Oh man.
Dang. And that's why I'm I'm positive about the character creator option in Sonic Forces. Is that you get to finally make your childhood OCs.
Like I was literally thinking about that the other day because I watched Some Call Me Johnny's video. Yeah. He was saying how every Sonic fan has at one point in their life drawn a character. And then he said that I was like, oh shit, elementary school, that's all I did. Yeah. He brought back some memories just by saying that. I'm like, damn.
So there you go.
I think I had an ice one named Crystal or something.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I never made a Sonic OC personally.
I had two. I had Crystal and Electro. Oh my god, now I feel old.
I got a notebook in my grandparents' house that has just like a full book full of just crap I drew that was like I made characters, I had characters fighting each other, I just added random stuff in. Oh man, I gotta find that.
Now that I think about it, I've never actually ever made an OC in my life. I've drawn characters, but I've only so one day I feel like drawing Robotnik, and then the next day I feel like drawing Sonic, or the next day I feel like drawing a doodle of Jack or Daxter. But I've never actually made an OC before.
It's fun. It's like your own child.
It's like your own child.
I had to draw them one day because I'll have them in my mind for like months, and I'm like, I gotta write this down before I forget it, so I'll draw them then.
I've drawn Sonic like once or twice in my life.
I used to be a god at drawing Sonic.
I cannot for the life of me draw Sonic. I used to try
to catch up with you, and I could never.
I always forget to put ears on Sonic.
I used to have it down to a science. Like it was just like
I still remember.
You draw the mouth first, then the nose, then the eyes.
What's funny is. Whenever I did draw Sonic, I always drew Sonic with the Sonic Heroes smile.
Same.
Yes, me too.
I don't know why. The Sonic Heroes one always appealed to me for whatever reason. Probably because that was my first Sonic game, technically.
The last time I drew Sonic was high school. I think you took a picture of. We were in that math class.
Yes. Facebook reminded me of that one too.
Okay, I gotta find it on Facebook after this. We can see. That's like
Yeah.
that was me after like going like years without drawing Sonic 2. So I gotta see how that looks.
Yeah, and I drew Robotnik in the Wrecking Ball.
Yep.
I'm just having like a bunch of flashbacks. Cause
Yeah, man, this game's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited.
I am cautiously optimistic because that lighting issue is still a thing.
Yeah.
That's not going to cripple the game for me.
I'm more excited for the character creator than anything else.
Yeah, I am too.
It looked appealing to me. Like I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah,
They did what I wanted them to do. Generations, but with new levels.
Exactly. Because like they aren't trying anything new. They're going with the if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know. And and
that
that's
shows
good for Sega because
and that shows with
Sonic a lot.
that shows with their reuse of Green Hill Zone, except this time with sand falls instead of waterfalls. I don't understand that, but whatever.
Because it's dying.
Because I suppose it's much like Sonic's fan base.
Yeah, that's probably
Damn. Yeah. Like, it's gonna be like that meme where like, oh yeah, this new game I can't wait to play it. Spends 8 hours in character customization.
That's true. I mean,
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to come up with a character until I get my hands on it because I'll think of a character in my mind and I'm like, oh, that actually looks terrible. So then I change it around. So yeah, I'll have to have it in my hands before I do that.
I think I trashed all my old Sonic drawings, and I regret doing that. Because I used to have like a badass.
I have a
picture of
folder.
one of my OCs.
I always drew stuff in like this folder, so I would always have it. They're at my grandparents' house. I gotta find them.
All of my best drawings were done on notebook paper with the blue lines.
I know, right?
I know.
Why did I not carry printer paper around with me? I feel like such a dumbass.
I drew a picture of Ratchet from A Crack in Time, and it was the most amazing thing ever on the blue paper that I folded because I was a dumb fucking middle schooler.
Well, I mean, if you got like, if you were, I guess committed enough, you could trace it.
Like but you know how like. You know how we like just you have like God in your hand for a second. You draw the best thing ever, like
You know what?
and then it's just like fuck. I'll never be able to do this again. I fucked up.
You know what? I just remembered. I have drawn OCs. When I was younger, of course, I was a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I did OC cards. That's right. So those are my OCs. My OC days were done with making fake cards for Yu-Gi-Oh. There
OCs
you
are
go.
Fun. OCs are fun.
OCs are really fun.
Like I said, they're like your children. Like it's great.
Well, I mean, I would just like to recommend DeviantArt. Making an account is free unless you want to upgrade to a core membership, in which case that is a certain amount of money. I don't remember what.
Go on DeviantArt. Avoid DeviantArt. The Sonic fandom's gonna go crazy now.
Follow me on DeviantArt. Jacob-ofdash-retrotech.deviantart.com.
I've never been able to draw OCs before. Like I've always drawn a picture. I can never create something out of my head, and it never looks good.
See, the thing with Sonic, what I did is I take Sonic and I say, what's an element? Ice. Oh, got an idea. Character.
I take the anatomy and I'm like,
so
let's
yeah,
try else.
you did what every other OC does.
Yes.
You just take a Sonic character and just slap some paint on it.
Basically.
I take the anatomy and just be like, let's see what I can fuck around.
Oh, what was that really shitty OC online with like it's like the purple Sonic with the black rings around his eyes?
Oh.
You remember that one? that edgy the hedgy.
Yeah.
Oh. OCs are fun to poke fun at.
Shadow and Sonic fused together.
Oh no, Shannick. There's some
Sonic
porn of that.
inspiration
I'll
from
tell you
DBZ.
what.
So it's like,
you know, there's some porn of that.
oh god.
The Sonic shorts was like, let's look at this. Sonic and Shadow.
Yeah. Is that?
It is that my.
Newgrounds.
Oh, Newgrounds. You are a beautiful
Newgrounds.
place.
R.I.P.
All right, so next
We've done this all
topic.
day, so let's move on. AMD has announced a new processor for Ryzen. They named EPYC, spelled EPYC.
Oh,
Because it fits with Ryzen.
Yeah.
That's why.
I want to stab
16
myself.
cores, 32 threads.
16 cores.
16 cores.
Yep. You don't need that.
They call it the Threadripper.
The fuck are you talking about? I want this
You don't
in
need
my
it, though.
life.
You don't need
This
it.
would be like
16
the,
cores? You have
16 cores.
Do you have any idea how fast things will render with that?
You don't need that though.
You need that.
That's overkill.
I could render a 1080p 60 video with a high bit rate in
Let's
like
look
a
at that
fraction
price.
of the time.
Let's look at that price though.
I can save time though.
Oh man, look,
You're paying for the most valuable resource, time, because it cuts time into a fraction.
You'll never have poppin'.
What's the price?
They didn't announce the price.
Yeah.
They didn't announce the price.
It's not going to be as expensive as Intel, though. That's all I have to say.
Oh.
And I actually have something to say about Intel.
Yeah. Oh
in
yeah.
a second.
The i9.
Well,
We'll talk about
tell
that in a sec.
us.
Boo.
Disconnect his mic real quick.
Yeah, let's go.
Fuck off. Don't touch my mixer.
My mixtape.
All right, but yeah, that's all they revealed about it. It's 16 cores, 32 threads. This is fucking epic, as they've rightfully named it. Hopefully more information will be revealed soon. Ryzen so far is really good. It's given Intel actual competition again, which is fantastic.
Very
Making our
good.
supercomputer.
Hopefully, Intel will stop making the quad core their flagship CPU.
i9 will. Dan was going to talk about that.
Yeah, Intel is releasing an i9, and it's one of them is a 12 core,
Yeah.
I think.
And their mains are going to be like 6 core.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's about
But yeah,
hunting
it's-
time.
There's like 4 gigahertz on each core.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's just, oh man.
It's about time.
And the only way I could ever dream about getting that is by winning the lottery.
Same, because that's going to be expensive as hell.
Oh God.
A hexa core running at 4 gigahertz. Hell, what's the word even for when it's 12?
Dodeca.
Dodeca cores.
Okay.
A 4 gigahertz dodeca cores.
That is ridiculous.
This is some science fiction shit right now, but it's real.
I have the strangest boner.
That's obviously going to be better than the 16 core
Yeah.
Ryzen, but still,
What's the
everyone's going to go for that 16 core.
Yeah.
Well,
the funny thing
I
is,
for one
with,
am thoroughly excited about this.
the funny
This
thing is, though-
pleases me.
Yeah, the funny thing is though, like AMD, like the only category where they're like noticeably behind Intel in when it comes to core performance is gaming. When it comes to like tasks like rendering videos and like browsing the web, the difference is like this big. It's not really that big. So like that's why
pretty much.
Ryzen, like if you're just editing stuff, you don't really care about gaming. Ryzen is definitely the best choice over Intel.
That's what it was made for.
Yeah.
Like obviously their side goal was for gaming, obviously because it's AMD, but yeah, their main goal was for workstation purposes and whatnot.
Yeah, and like if a game is made right, it's GPU intensive. So like in the end, Intel is just for like, oh, you want the best type of experience for everything possible with computing? Here, get an Intel. But then AMD is like, if you want like a very good experience and the okay experience with gaming, buy ours, and we're like a fraction of the price.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm hoping people know this about AMD. Like, if you want a game, just get a good graphics card. That'll make up for the CPU.
For me personally, I feel more
Remember the thermal paste.
comfortable with an Intel CPU because
Just the
Intel knows what they're doing with
Yeah.
CPUs. They've done that their whole existence. Their GPUs can fuck off, but
Yeah.
Yes,
whatever.
definitely. They can fuck off.
but I mean, I wouldn't mind having an AMD.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
or
I have
Ryzen.
an Intel right now,
Yeah.
just because I know like I got the 4790K.
Yeah,
That's one of the highest rated processors. So I'm like, okay, I'm good with
it's tested
this.
and proven. You know.
Yeah, I'm good with this. And then like with Ryzen, it's brand new, but like we have to see like how people are dealing with it like 6 months from now, a year from now. They won't know if AMD has got their shit together because the jokes are still there. Like, oh yeah, I need to make a fire real quick. Let me get this AMD processor.
Yeah.
They really need to fix their thermal issues.
Yeah.
That is
The fan
mildly
that comes with them though
concerning.
is actually really good.
Okay, good.
The fan is like I forgot what it's called, but it's the front intake. So like you put it on, it takes air from the front of the CPU.
I think I remember looking on Facebook, and I think it was you were talking about how they were making a GPU. AMD was making.
Yeah,
a
I'll
GPU.
get to that in a sec.
Oh, okay. All right,
And then the
Yeah.
the CPU cooler though, it's like it takes air from the front and it has LED lighting, the one that comes with the processor. And people that have reviewed it said that this is more than enough for stock clocks. If you want overclock, they recommend getting something else, but it can handle mild overclocks.
Yeah.
So that's a really good fan to include because Intel's fans are straight shit.
Yeah,
are.
they kind of
I
are.
knew that going in. Like, let me get this Hyper 212 Evo before I even. So my Intel one was just sitting in the box still. I refuse to put that in the case.
Yeah, you can just sell that.
Especially with like the 4790K.
Yeah.
All the
you're
reviews
gonna
on
need all-
Amazon were like, don't use the stock cooler.
Yeah, well, especially if you plan on overclocking.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And mine runs at like 36 or 40 degrees now with this Hyper 212
Fahrenheit
Evo.
or Celsius?
Celsius.
Yeah.
With this 212 Evo, which is good.
Yeah,
but
that's
like, if
really
that was
good
the
though.
stock fan, it'll probably be at 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Which isn't too much because it can handle up to 80, but like.
Well, yeah, it's 80 is probably the point where it's like you should
where it's
probably
like, yo,
like yeah, yeah, but yeah, that runs very well.
Yeah, I love that.
Degrees.
I love that fan of that processor. Good combo. But okay, so the graphics card.
Yeah.
The AMD Radeon Vega Frontier Edition.
That's it.
This card, funny enough, isn't even the one made specifically for gaming. This is made for content creation and stuff.
Yeah, more workstation things.
But they were able to show like Sniper Elite, the new one, running at 4K over 60 frames.
Wow.
It has 16 gigs of HBM2. I don't know why I put HMB. Or maybe it is HMB. High memory bandwidth 2, whatever. It's a very good type of memory that chips use now. Has that 64 compute units. And it can... The way they worded this is weird. Like, if you use half precision, you get 25 teraflops. If you use single precision, you get 13 teraflops. Either way, this is more teraflops than the Titan.
Yeah, because what is the Scorpio at?
The Scorpio is like it's a card being, it's like a modified RX 480. Yeah, but it's like there's no market equivalent of it. It's like very customized.
Yeah, like what's it running at in terms of teraflops though?
The Scorpio?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a solid 6.
Oh.
Can you explain for the noobs such as myself,
and me as well.
Even I don't
what
know
is a teraflop?
It's
again?
like a way they can it's kind of like just a way that they can measure performance, like
kind of like
explain it to me like I'm 5.
Kind of like gigahertz. Is
More or
used to
less.
measure a processor.
Like for example,
teraflops.
The PS4 is 1.6 teraflops. The PS4 Pro is 4.2. The Scorpio will be 6. Now the PS4 can do 1080p 30 at 1.6 teraflops. The PS4 Pro can do 1800p 30 at 4.2 teraflops. And the Scorpio, they're claiming 4K 60, it won't do that for everything. The Scorpio can do 4K native 30 frames per second or 4K 60 medium or high settings at 6 teraflops. So basically teraflops is like the higher the better, but realistically my 1070 is 6.5 and I can play almost anything at 1080p. 60 frames guaranteed, except for unoptimized games or just very demanding games.
Like Bejeweled.
That was my laptop being... This laptop cannot run Bejeweled full screen.
That's amazing.
God.
But yeah, I don't know what the teraflops of this laptop is because it has an internal graphics card.
0.3.
But yeah, teraflops...
we're running the Apple II, are we?
The Apple II is like, dang, this thing's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, teraflops is basically just the higher the better. The Titan right now, the newest one, is 12 teraflops, and that's the highest we can get right now. Well, actually, NVIDIA announced their
newer Titan, right?
Yeah, what's it called? Not Tesla, Volta. They announced their Volta, which is expensive as fuck, but that one is also very powerful. I don't remember what they said teraflop wise, but it's like made for like AI training and stuff like that. It's the very high end business stuff.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for that explanation. I can never commit that definition to memory.
Yeah, but they said to wait. If you're a gamer, they said don't buy this one.
Yeah.
Wait till they have their specific Vega cards come out because those will compete more so with like the 1080 Ti and the Titan.
I saw what the picture of it looked like.
Yeah.
And it looked like just
a box.
A brick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of looked cool because it was just simple. It was just...
It's simple. Like AMD is just like, let's put it in a box.
Yeah. It was just like a metal plate and then a fan. That was it.
And like a little, like a kind of bumblebee thing on the side.
It didn't look like a fucking transformer, you know? Yeah.
Like one of those Zotac cards or something.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah.
But, yeah. They didn't give a price. They suspect it'll be over 1,000 because this thing is supposed to be up there with the Titan. So, yeah, wait until the gaming cards come out specifically, and those should be interesting because this is already powerful, and AMD's getting better. I think I'll always trust NVIDIA more when it comes to graphics cards.
I will too.
Just because NVIDIA's like industry leading in ways other than just gaming.
Because it's like how Intel's good with CPUs, NVIDIA's good with GPUs.
Yeah,
they know
like
what they're
NVIDIA's
doing.
stuff is in everything besides gaming. They're in cars,
Oh yeah.
supercomputers, just everything. And like gaming for them is just one of their many profitable sectors. So, yeah. Interesting though, because competition is always good.
Yeah.
So yeah, good job, AMD. You're stepping back up. You're
It's
rising back
a
up to the
huge
top.
step, but they're not.
Boo.
They're not. Yes.
That was a good one. I like that.
It's a huge step forward, but yeah, they're definitely not ahead.
Oh yeah,
They've got a long
They're
way
the
to
underdog
go.
at this point still. All right. Well, those are all the main topics. So we have the last one, E3 predictions.
We are currently at 55 minutes, so that was pretty darn
Nice.
fast.
Really?
Nice. And this is the one that's not most important, but it's our opinion specifically. So
Okay.
E3.
This isn't
Oh
a
wait, so this
prediction.
is E3 predictions?
yeah,
Ding ding. All right.
This
I
isn't
did a
pre-
video, so I'll go last.
Okay.
So you guys can go.
This isn't a prediction. This is kind of what I want.
Well, prediction. What
You can talk about what you want.
All right. This is what Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yes. Please. Please.
I thought you were gonna request this specific ass thing, and you
No.
just come with do something.
It's
They're
so
pulling the Retro
simple.
Studios right now.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
Like,
they're very silent.
They haven't said anything since Infamous First
Light in
Light.
2014.
Wow.
They've been off
Really?
the grid that long.
Holy
Yes.
crap.
What are they making a new IP? Are they
The rumor, right? They hired people for a new IP. I think it's definitely a new IP. They hired some new people for like new gameplay design and stuff like that. Some concept art has been shown. One was like an Asian city. One was like a futuristic setting. That's all we know so far. So they have to be at E3 or at least PSX and show off their new stuff.
Suck, please.
I thought they would have at least made the Infamous collection in their spare time or something.
That too. That'd be great because I want to play Infamous on PS4. But simple. Do something.
Make a
Please.
mobile game.
No,
Well, no,
we've
not
been
that.
working very hard these last 3 years on this mobile game.
Make a runner.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Do something. I can't stress that enough. Like,
and you can name other stuff too. Like this is our section. Like if that's all you have, that's good. But you can name like other stuff too, because I got like 5 things.
I'm gonna pass it on to someone else for now while I think of some more stuff.
All right.
So, who's next? You?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any predictions or anything, but I'm wondering what the hell ever happened to the Spider-Man game for PS4.
Insomniac's just
Insomniac?
being secretive as
They,
fuck.
we only got a trailer and nothing else.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Yes, I can't wait for
I
this,"
can't wait.
and then secrets,
Nothing.
just nothing. So
That's my
pretty
Square
much
Enix
it.
with that.
They are.
Yeah, yeah. I
They
was
really
actually
are.
gonna mention that. I'm like, what about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yeah, that's a meme.
All right.
Well,
Jacob.
15. Well, okay, I can actually explain that. A lot of the members that worked on Kingdom Hearts 3 actually worked on
Stop to
15.
15.
Wow, you are far away from the microphone, my dude.
Can you still hear me?
Scoot the fuck up.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. But like I said, a lot of the members
Yeah.
that worked on 3 worked on 15, so they wanted to pump out 15 first. So we
Understandable
made...
since it was 10 years.
Yeah, I don't see where the 10 years went, but yeah. But you may or may not, most likely will not get a release date in E3.
Hey, that game's not coming out.
No, they're
That game's not coming out.
either they're in development hell or they're just lazy.
They're probably
They're actually in development hell.
no
they're
more-
actually-
And lazy.
There was actually a statement saying that they're actually thinking about cutting content so they can release the game within the next 2 years. I'm like, you have to cut content to release it in the next 2 years. What have
Yeah.
you guys
I
been
This is
doing?
Nomura, people.
Yeah, Nomura and his team are under development hell right now. So say the rumors from reliable
Yeah,
sources.
well, I mean, they're working on this and Final Fantasy VII remake.
and also they're also considering a remake of Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, they say it's possible.
Yeah, I wanted to throw that curveball at you. Yeah, they're considering a remake of Final Fantasy VIII.
But not 6.
not 6.
How about they just
Well,
focus
6
on one thing at a time?
Well, 6
That's too
has
simple.
gotten so much love over the years. They're like, they're thinking, let's focus on the games that are lesser liked. Except for 7, of course. 7's the most famous one.
Yeah, I can understand that.
So I'm not surprised that they shifted focus and are considering 8.
I did not know that.
I read that like today. So,
I hope I hope they also consider 9,
Please.
because 9 is some good
jewel.
shit.
It's a last classic one. But wow.
So
Yeah,
okay,
there you go.
Jacob.
I'll be damned.
E3 predictions. I predict E3 will not. I predict Nintendo will not be at E3.
They aren't.
My prediction's right then.
Yeah.
I won, motherfuckers.
They're doing like another one of those show type things.
Yeah, I'm not surprised in
When
the
was the
slightest.
last time they even did an E3
Like
thing?
when the Wii U was revealed, I think.
Yeah.
Good Lord, yeah.
Anyway, let's see. E3 predictions. They'll say some words.
They'll announce words.
They'll
What if a video game comes out called Words?
Yeah, what comes out called Dreams?
Arms, legs, words,
Hands.
sauce.
Arms, dreams.
Okay. I don't really have predictions because I just can't think of predictions, so I'm just gonna do wants instead.
Yeah.
I want Nintendo to actually announce and show us some Metroid.
That would be great.
I want them to announce Mother 3 for Virtual Console. I want them
People still
to
want Mother
announce.
3?
Yes,
that game that
want
popular?
them. Yes, it is. I want them to announce more content for all of the Virtual Consoles, whether it be Wii U or Switch. I want them to show us some more Amiibo because I have an addiction.
God damn it.
What else? I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this year.
Honestly,
I don't know what to expect from this year. I expect Sony to show off something related to God of War.
Yeah.
They will. Just like they probably will show off some Lost Legacy stuff.
I expect
I
that.
don't know.
You don't think they will?
That game, I mean, it's not. They're having it as a full-length game, but I don't think it's
not
big
a
enough for them to
full-length
warrant showing something at E3. Like they'll probably show a trailer.
That's
But
probably.
we won't get a gameplay demo or anything.
Oh no, I don't expect gameplay. The game.
Yeah,
is
it'll be like one of those side teaser
Yeah.
trailers or
Yeah.
something.
I don't really have any predictions for E3. I'm bad at predictions.
Me too.
I have like a lot.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, one more thing. I know they gave up on the Vita,
Oh.
but I would
Third party
love,
hasn't.
I still play
I would
mine.
love for something about the Vita to happen because
Third party has not given up on it. Yet. It's just Sony first party. Sony themselves still support it. But I use that in quotations because their first parties don't.
like for instance, I want to get the Metal Gear Solid HD collection on the Vita.
Yeah.
I saw that it was on like PS3 and all that, but I saw that it was on the Vita. I'm like,
Yeah, it is.
I can play this on here, and I love this handheld. It's one of the best handhelds ever created. But
It is.
Sony just gave up
That's
on
what
it.
the
and
Vita did. So I want this, and they did it. I wanted PS2 games on the Vita.
Mhm.
They put the Ratchet games on there, the Slide games on there,
Yeah.
the Jack games on there,
I
Metal
still
Gear.
get slide games on there.
What else? They God of War games on there. That's why I played the first two God of Wars because I hadn't played them before.
Yeah,
And so yeah, I'm like this thing is powerful enough to do PS2 games, and luckily it did.
it's a great handheld console.
it's
I would
great.
just I would love it. It's a pipe dream, but I would love for them to announce like an upgrade, like kind of like with the
With the
PSP.
way the Switch is doing, I don't know if it's out of the question completely because they
Yeah.
might. It
like
at
like
this
have
point.
a Vita 2000.
I wish they would have like a
Something, man.
what's it called? Like have a amazing battery, get something like using the PS4 architecture, make something powerful. Do like a Switch thing because it might happen at this point.
Yeah,
Maybe like a PS4 Go. Like you can plug it into your PS4 or whatever, it plays the games on the PS4 hardware in conjunction with the system itself. You take it off, you can play the system by itself.
so a Switch.
Yeah, like a PlayStation Switch. The thing is selling like hotcakes, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that.
But yeah, they like handhelds. Besides Nintendo,
Yes.
handhelds have been just a gray area lately.
Because phones have killed them.
Yeah, people mainly Japan are into mobile games now.
I mean, no one was thinking about PlayStation or Nintendo when Pokemon Go was out.
I don't know. That's just the only thing I really hope for PlayStation to be successful on.
And the Vita itself, honestly, the Vita failed because they didn't have the right games. There was no God of War game on there. There was no there was an Infamous game planned, but it got scrapped. I don't know why the fuck they did that.
Yeah.
There was no Grand Theft Auto. There were just all these big franchises that should have been on there. They weren't, or they were on there, but they weren't done right.
The launch titles on there were
were actually kind of good. We had Uncharted, Gravity Rush, Wipeout.
Well, I mean, like the obscure, like Unit 13.
Oh yeah,
that one.
What's
crap.
They had a lot of games that launched, a lot of good
Freedom
ones, but
Wars?
nothing third party, huh?
What's that one? Freedom Wars.
Freedom Wars was a damn good game.
I hear great things.
That was the launch game, but I wish they would port that to PS4.
They didn't.
Not yet. Hopefully they will, because it's the same studio that made Gravity Rush, so hopefully they port that one.
Wait, what?
Yeah, same studio. It's only in Japan.
I didn't know that.
I have it over there, I think, still. In that game collection thing. But, yeah, so my thoughts on, my predictions for E3. I'll go through this quick because I have a lot. I'll start off with the irrelevant stuff. So E3.
Is irrelevant.
E3 as a whole is irrelevant.
We'll get some, there's going to be two things at E3's conference. Sports and Star Wars.
Sports.
So fuck the sports.
Sports.
As far as Star Wars, they'll probably show off Amy Hennig's new Star Wars game. She's working on one. Yeah, she left Night Log, went to work
I
on,
know, but
I think the studio that made Dead Space. What are they called?
I thought that was EA.
Yeah, it is EA. Whoever studio made Dead Space, she went to go work with them.
Okay.
So so they're working on a Star Wars game. She's the lead creative director or whatever for that. So
Okay.
that's interesting. They're working on that game. We'll see some Battlefront 2 because what they show off already looks amazing. So now we'll see gameplay, hopefully from like multiple eras. They'll probably show off the campaign because that's what I wanted the most. A campaign. This one looks to be good. It's canon.
Didn't you say the same people who made Spec
Ops: The Line are making this campaign. So that's
Oh,
gonna be dark as fuck. That's gonna be dark as fuck. So I'm looking forward to that.
If there's not phosphorus in the Star Wars
They ain't doing
universe,
that.
there is now.
They'll pull a Rogue One with that game at some part. So,
True, yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting to see. We'll get sports, of course, again because they'll break it up with sports in the beginning. Star Wars.
That's usually how they
more
do
sports.
it. They show the irrelevant stuff first.
Then they'll show something else. I don't know what. And that's it for EA. For PlayStation, I have expectations that need to be met, and things I would hope.
They won't be.
They'll show off Spider-Man because it's been a year.
Yeah.
They'll show off that. God of War will probably get a release date.
They'll probably do that.
I had a whole video of this on my phone list. Destiny 2 because they have the contract with PlayStation.
Yeah.
So that'll be there. I had the curveball. Well, not even. The more I think about it now, this will probably happen for sure. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC has already been announced. They'll probably reveal it at E3.
That'll happen.
And Guerrilla has 2 teams. I forgot that. So Killzone 5 is almost definite. Which, if they do that, I hope they learn from their mistakes.
Shadowfall.
Because Shadowfall was a complete fucking disaster.
Yep.
How you go from Killzone 2 to 3 to Shadowfall? They got progressively worse. It's like here's the series. First, second, all the rest.
Yep.
That they've made. Mercenary was made by someone else. That was
People
a good game.
can't hear your motions.
Well, the series started out bad because of Killzone. Killzone 2 was perfection, all the way to the top. Then the whole series has had a progressive downward decline throughout the rest of its existence. For the games made specifically by Guerrilla Games.
Yeah, don't forget, people listening to this podcast can't see your hand motions.
You see these
Thank
hands.
you, Father.
Yeah.
And then, like,
You're welcome, my son.
Guerrilla Cambridge made Mercenary. That was a good game. That was probably the second best Killzone game. Well, debatably. Some people might like 3 more, but that one was good. So yeah, might get both, maybe just one, but I think Killzone 5 is definitely going to happen. I just hope they've learned from their mistakes. Go back to what made Killzone 2 great. Ignore 3 and Shadowfall, because it made Killzone great again, damn it.
Yeah, we all knew you were going to say that.
Like, that series has so much potential and they keep ruining it. So that'll happen along with the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. Here's my other toss-up. Either Spyro remastered in the same vein as Crash, or Jack and Daxter remastered.
Oh, that's funny. It ain't happening.
Okay. I got like legit facts to back this up, or at least hunches.
They did. Didn't they release like a image of like
Yeah, the PlayStation Netherlands page, which leaked a picture of Crash before the Insane Trilogy was announced. Put up a picture of like it had Kratos, Cat, someone else, and then it had like Spyro on the top, and it wasn't this Skylanders model. It was like legit Spyro from like PS1 art style. So they leaked Crash before it got announced. So people either think we're getting All Stars 2 or Crash. I'm like, we ain't getting All Stars 2 anytime soon.
Nah.
That would be cool, though.
That'd be cool.
I would love for All
If they were
Stars
to announce
2
that, they would announce that like PSX, because that's where people will really care about it. People at E3 wouldn't care. But so I think we'll get Spyro remastered in the same quality as the Crash Insane trilogy.
I'd honestly,
or we'll get Jack, because Blue Point Games is working on a remaster or a remake, whichever they want to classify as, of a PlayStation classic meant to appease the masses. I think about 2 franchises that fit that description that haven't been touched in the last 5 years. Crash and Jack and Spyro fit that description. And that division is being nice with Sony right now, so it's even more possible.
I honestly prefer Spyro trilogy over the Crash one they're putting out.
Same. I'm saying.
Really?
Never played any of them.
You never played Spyro?
Spyro is a good series.
Spyro
was
my
really
childhood.
well.
Like I've only seen bits and pieces of what
The PS2
like.
ones aren't as good as the PS1
The
games.
PS1 games hold up fantastically.
Yeah, PS2 games are just.
Well, yeah. What else was there? Bloodborne 2 has almost been all but confirmed. I don't know why people are like 99% sure it's going to be there. If it is, okay, cool. I never beat the game because I don't have the patience for it.
Isn't that like
It's a Souls game.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just it's more offensive based.
And actually, I have heard that they're not making any more Dark Souls.
That's what I heard
Yeah,
too. That's
they're
why
not.
I don't know why this is a rumor.
Yeah,
they said they don't want to make games like that anymore.
That's what I was confused about.
Yeah, I mean,
so,
Sony owns the IP though, so they could have someone else make it. But I don't think you would
true.
want someone else to make those games, because From Software is the master of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be there. It might, but since it's like 99% certain for most people, we'll see. What else? Last of Us Part 2 will get gameplay, and that's a bold prediction because people think it's early in development. But with the first Last of Us, they revealed it in 2011 at the Video Game Awards. Then at E3 2012, we got the first gameplay demo. They might repeat themselves. If they don't show gameplay, they'll at least show a trailer.
They'll probably show a trailer. Gameplay.
I don't know, because they showed Last of Us in such an early state with gameplay. Like, you look at that footage now compared to the final game, the difference is pretty big. So I think we'll get at least a gameplay trailer. I think we're going to get gameplay, though, because Naughty Dog could surprise. The game, they say early development, they stopped it when Uncharted 4 got delayed so they could help finish the game.
Yeah.
They didn't just start right like 2 weeks before the PSX reveal. It's been in development for years already. They just had to put it on hold for a sec. So that game's not as early in development as they were getting back to their roots with it. They're like, okay, where we leave off. I think we're going to get gameplay of Last of Us 2 at E3. And that's what they'll use to end the show off.
That's a bold prediction.
Sounds like you got the whole show planned out.
Well, at least the ending part.
Okay.
Also, they'll show off some more info about Dreams, that Irrelevant Media Molecule game.
Who?
The ones that make Little Big Planet.
Jeez.
Oh.
They're making that Dreams game. And they'll show off something about Detroit Become Human. And,
that choice-based game?
Yeah, and Gran Turismo Sport will be there because people love Gran Turismo for some reason.
Those games sell like hotcakes.
Also, Nintendo, things that they are going to show off, they're going to show off more Mario Odyssey, and they're also going to show off DLC for Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's my contribution to science.
And then,
and Microsoft will just show off,
Halo.
No, Halo's not going to be there, from what they've said. They'll show off, I think Microsoft will be very game-focused. They're going to spend like maybe 30 minutes on Scorpio, showing off games running at 4K 60. Their first
everyone
parties.
wants to know about Scorpio.
Yeah, they'll show off third-party games running at 4K 30 or 4K 60, but not high settings, stuff like that.
They'll mention Minecraft at least once.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they'll probably talk about VR, because the Scorpio is going to have VR.
That was cool. That was really cool, though.
Yeah, they'll probably do that. That'll be Microsoft's conference. I think Microsoft's going to have a good conference this year.
They are.
And then Microsoft's conference gets stolen by ransomware.
Oh, God.
But
Thanks, NSA.
But you think, You seem to think that either Spyro or Jack is gonna get.
I have a feeling it's one or the other, bro. Because Crash,
I think
the reception so far to Crash has been so positive that Activision is looking like, Spyro was big back then too. Should release that one. And then with Jack, it's been 16 years since the anniversary of 15 was last year.
Here's my thing. Who's gonna make it?
It'll be Bluepoint.
Think Bluepoint's gonna?
They're currently making a game.
Who's Bluepoint?
They mostly do remasters. They remastered the Nathan Drake collection. Gravity Rush remastered.
That can either be really good,
and they did something on PS.
Or really bad because you remember.
They did the Vita port of All Stars as well.
Okay.
And they're currently hiring for a remaster / remake of a PlayStation classic meant to appease the masses. That's what the description says.
I'm more inclined to believe Spyro because
too.
They've already talked about Crash.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
it's just been so long since the Jack game has come out.
Yeah,
that's also possible. And like that description, I was looking over games that haven't been touched in 5 years. Jack is one of them.
That's true. Yeah.
The last Jack game was like the Lost Frontier, and I don't even count that one.
We don't talk about
that. Was in 09. So yeah, it's either Jack or Spyro. I do think it is more so Spyro, but I'll be surprised either way, and I'll be happy either way.
Well, either
Spyro.
way, if they announce one or the other, it will elicit happy autistic screeches from me. Yeah, so
same here.
That'll be good.
Also,
I love Spyro.
I don't expect to see much from this, but they'll show some Metal Gear Survive.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that thing.
I don't think it'll be at Sony's conference. Probably does Konami have an E3?
Does Konami have?
No,
do they have anything at this point?
I don't think Sony's gonna fuck with Konami since they have Kojima.
I want Valve to talk about Left 4 Dead 3.
That would be cool. That would be very cool.
What's this weird symbol you just mentioned? Three.
A tree.
A tree.
A tree.
Tree.
DLC,
Jamaican tree.
You'll have a ghillie.
He gets a
3.2.
3.2. He gets to play as Groot.
Oh, no,
they'll probably show off Death Stranding. I should have mentioned that in the.
People are hyping that up. They don't even know what it's about.
Yeah, we don't even know what the gameplay looks like in that game.
I don't know what the fuck is
Fun
even
fact:
going
it's using the same engine as Horizon Zero Dawn.
What?
All right.
Guerrilla made this engine called Decima for Horizon, and Kojima pretty much went on a cross country tour of Mark Cerny, going to all Sony's first party studios to pick out an engine.
We're aware of their bromance.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he chose Guerrilla's engine Decima, so Guerrilla's working with him more or less now for Death Stranding on the engine.
He must have done a lot of searching because Kojima's very picky.
Yeah,
he is.
He said it was the only one that allowed him to do what he wanted to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And that Horizon engine is damn impressive. The stuff in that game is crazy.
I bet he's so pissed at Konami right now because Metal Gear Survive looks absolutely retarded.
It's not Metal Gear. It's not Metal Gear.
No, it's not. It's literally not.
You can't have Metal Gear.
Is that the one with the unicorn zombies?
I think it does have
the zombies with unicorn horns.
Kinda. Well, there are kind of zombies. They're alien zombies. And this is where it gets stupid because when you think Metal Gear...
This is supposed to be a Metal Gear game?
Yes.
What?
When you think Metal Gear, you think down-to-earth, military battles.
I'm also thinking political warfare.
Yeah, but then
Metal Gear,
you never think of an interdimensional zombie survival game.
But
that's what happens. They get sucked into a...
This sounds more like Resident Evil on crack.
They were like, what should we do here? This pachinko machine. You
gotta throw in a pachinko every once in a while.
I'm glad Kojima ended.
He left.
Well, I'm
glad that me.
What if Nintendo announces Super Mario Sunshine 2, but all it is the pachinko level from Mario Sunshine?
Okay. I will be happy either way because we're getting something Mario Sunshine.
But it's just the fucking pachinko machine the entire game.
But at least it's getting something.
But it's the pachinko.
I want Mario Sunshine 2 so bad.
With janky physics and everything.
So be it. I just want another Mario Sunshine. Oh my god, that would make my year.
That would be fun if Flood was in Mario Odyssey.
I'm just gonna.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah.
All right, make one.
I'm not gonna make one, but I'm just gonna bring this up. What about Sly sequel?
Yeah, what happened to that?
Here's the thing with Sly. Apparently the movie is still happening.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm talking about the game.
I even forgot the movie
As
was
far
happening.
as the sequel to the game,
Sanzaru ruined it.
They did.
I hope they don't go with Sanzaru again. Here's what I think could happen. I think they'll put the movie out. They might do a game with the movie again, but it won't be a movie tie-in.
Yeah.
It'll be like its own game, but they'll just do it to get like cross promotion.
Right.
They finish the Sly story off with Sly 5. Then the movie comes out. And it's kind of like a refresh of the series. Like it's kind of like a reboot because it's a movie, but not the game.
That's what people are saying.
That's what I'm thinking they're going to do because the movie is apparently still coming out.
Right.
It'll make sense for somebody to put out a game with it. But I doubt they would make one like the Ratchet and Clank one. If they did, I'd be surprised and kind of upset because then they'd be leaving Sly off on a cliffhanger.
I don't want them to reboot anything anymore.
Yeah, me
Just
either.
leave it.
I want them to finish the story.
Now, I would like for Sucker Punch, if this would be cool, watch Sucker Punch come out and say they're making another Sly game to retcon.
Please.
I'd you have no idea.
That is T-Bog's wet dream.
Daniel, multidimensional theory has been a really popular plot point in a lot of media nowadays. It's been done in Rick and Morty. It's been done in a lot of other cartoons. So
legit ninja
that can indeed be a possibility because people love multidimensional theory.
Unfortunately, they love the game. So
since I like Sly 4,
I'm describing Keegan's
like
wet dream.
Huh?
Unfortunately, Sucker Punch liked Sly 4, so I doubt they would do that.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Oh, they liked
it. I'm like,
they like Penelope getting. They like that.
Fuck that, man.
Yeah,
they liked that. Wait, they liked Penelope going turncoat?
They just say they liked the game. They didn't get specific, but they say they liked the game. I'm like,
okay. Just so long as they didn't like the Penelope turncoat plot point.
The gameplay was good.
I liked Feudal Japan. I liked the West.
Here's my honest opinion.
It wasn't shit when you go back in time.
I like the Western area.
Here's my honest opinion of Sly 4. If the entire game was like the first 3 levels,
yes,
not the Bob one. That's not the. I'm talking about Paris. Feudal Japan and the Old West. If the entire game was like those 3, it'd be a great damn Sly game. The fact that it went from the Old West to this ice cave Bob shit or whatever the fuck it is.
That was stupid.
That was
retarded.
It's like, okay, I know Sly is a cartoonish series, but even for cartoonish standards, that was really fucking childish.
Yeah. That's one of the shit. That's when the game turned to shit, when you go back in time to the ice shit.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy the gameplay.
The gameplay was good.
I really loved it.
It was good.
My favorite was the Western area.
Oh yeah, that was the best. That was the best part of the game,
one.
in my opinion.
But then it just went to shit. I just
I
lost it.
What's the one?
So like one where the night era.
The night that was okay. That was okay. I just didn't like the Penelope thing.
That kind of went down and then
Then the Celine level, that was boring as shit.
That was.
It was cool seeing Clockwork.
I didn't even remember that.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, the Clockwork Easter eggs were cool.
Those were great.
But yeah, like I didn't even remember that the Middle East area existed. I completely forgot about that.
The game was forgettable, like in certain parts.
Yeah.
They'll never make another one as good as Sly 2. That sucks. Like, dang. But yeah. What's our time now, Jacob?
1 hour 22 minutes.
All right. I think those are all the topics. If anyone else had any more predictions or
nope, that's it.
Nope.
All right. Well, that's episode 8 for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Are we gonna talk about what we've been playing?
Yeah, real quick. We can talk about what we've been playing. You guys can go first.
I'm almost finished with Persona 5.
Jesus.
That's
my god. Of course.
It's not that long.
No, but I mean you and Persona.
Oh yeah.
I expected you to talk about that.
Damn great game. That's all I have to say.
You can't stream it though.
Atlas.
Atlas, darling, no.
Atlas, please. Don't. Well, it's just because they're one of those old school Japanese companies that think, oh, you have to experience something by playing it.
And I'm new school, get a capture card and say, fuck
exactly. You. And honestly, if you use the share button for Let's Plays, you're not a good Let's Player.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really not.
That PS4 quality is not really all that.
That's just my.
It's like worst case scenario.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. What about you, Daniel?
I've been playing or I got my PS3 back out of storage.
I've seen that.
And I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. And so I must have forgot something when it came to the Platinum Trophy.
Yeah.
But I looked through the list and I'm like, oh, I can do this. Why haven't I platinum this before? Until I got one of the trophies, and then I looked up online what I have to do, and in the game there are iPod soundtracks, and like you have an iPod and you can listen to it while you're sneaking around and stuff.
Right.
But there are songs you can pick up throughout, the levels, and so it's like you collect all those, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad. And then it says warning, and I'm like, great, here we go. And then it says, in order to get this trophy, you have to get the Big Boss emblem. And that may not sound like much, but that is one of the most impossible things in video game history.
Oh, man.
What do you have to do to get that?
So
never get detected, never kill.
Oh my god.
More or less, yeah. Like, okay, so you have to play on the boss extreme, which is the hardest difficulty. Which that's not too bad because I've done a few playthroughs of that.
But never get detected.
But you can't get detected. Cautions are allowed, but you can't get an alert phase. You can't use any recovery items. You can't use health. So if at any point you're low on health, you're fucked. You can't use any continues. Oh man, what else is there?
So perfection.
You have to complete the game in less than 5 hours. That's another thing. So you have
what the fuck?
Those long ass cutscenes?
You have to speed run through the game. Yeah, well, the cutscenes count. No, they count.
What?
But you can skip those.
Oh my god!
Also,
what kind of Japanese shit?
Also, pausing counts.
What the
pausing
fuck?
counts. Saving counts.
Oh my god!
So you have to, if you save, there's a trick where you exit out of the game and then go back into where, and it kind of reverses the time a little bit. But you have to speed run the game, go through the whole game without using health or recovery items, and you can't die or get alerted. And there are some parts in the game where you'll need health and recovery. And
what kind of bullshit is that?
I expect to see this platinum trophy on my desk by tonight.
I thought about it, and one day.
You want to try it?
I watched a walkthrough of someone doing this, and he's fucking boss at this. Like he all
the female employees should give you a blowjob for actually getting that trophy.
If you do it.
So one day I will, and I've said this for
shit
like 7-8 years
That's
now.
some shit where I won the lottery. I'm stuff for life, and I can dedicate my life to getting this trophy.
I love the hell out of that game. I really do, and I really want to get this platinum trophy. It will close a book in my life, and I'll just shove it away.
It in and then never touch it again.
But good God, one day.
Cutscenes count. That
and
shit
there's
alone.
like over 8 hours of cutscenes.
Exactly.
In that game.
So you have to skip them, which is fine because you want to skip them if you play the game multiple times. But
damn, those cutscenes, you don't. It doesn't explain anything to the player in the game. Even if you played the games before, you'll never understand what the hell's going on in that game. All you'll know is that the game loves ass.
Yeah,
you see Snake's ass like 90% of the time.
Facts.
And then other and then other characters you'll see ass on them too. So
thick, extra thick.
So yeah, I love the game, but
I thought, and I'm here thinking Marvel vs. Capcom 2's trophies list is the hardest thing.
Nah. I got one of them on myself. I was like, oh,
all
shit.
of them though?
Oh, hell no.
That's what I'm saying.
But on PS4, those were early. One of them was like 1.2%. Like, bro.
I want to see the percentage of platinums on for that game from MGS4. How many people achieved that?
I'd have to look up the percentage, but
it's probably worse than the Protectorate medal.
Probably, because oh my god, fuck that, man.
That's some.
Fuck it.
All right, what have you been playing, Jacob?
What have I been playing? I've been playing a lot of Terraria with Hayes and Casey. I decided to do a magic build this time, and I am having a lot more fun than I did with yo-yos. So yeah, I've been having a lot of crazy shit with terms of spells. Like one of them is essentially, it's called Magic Missile, and it's essentially a little spell that follows your mouse cursor, and it's fun. Terraria is fun. I would definitely suggest it. And then mods make the game just absolutely batshit insane.
Of course.
I've been playing a lot of Subnautica also. There are some really great updates that are coming out for Subnautica. The Sea Emperor, Leviathan, and the last precursor primary research facility for the precursors has been added to the experimental build of the game. So the Sea Emperor Leviathan is there. Her 5 eggs are there. They're adding in the enzymes to hatch the eggs. There's going to be spoiler alerts for Subnautica. No, this is actually really spoilery. Spoiler alert for Subnautica. The Sea Emperor Leviathan is going to be able to speak to you telepathically. It's that advanced, so that's fun. And there's also going to be a launching sequence off of the planet. So you're going to have to build a 3-stage rocket to get off of the planet. So that's going to be interesting how they do that. So a lot of good shit coming out for Subnautica. And this morning I re-downloaded Sonic Generations and I've been playing that. Because I saw Daniel's been playing Sonic Generations. And I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood for some Sonic.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, Daniel's been playing Sonic Generations for the first time.
Speaking of while we're on PC, I started playing Borderlands, the first one.
Ah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty much an RPG disguised as a shooter.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We told you this.
Yes. And I like it. I know people say the second one's like way better, and I believe it, but I'm really liking the first one so far.
I love the first one.
I hope they continue the trend, and like Borderlands 3 is like game, sex on your hard drive.
Yeah, and it runs really good on my laptop.
When you get invested into the story and you love the characters, and it's hard to hate the main characters.
Yeah.
It just makes the experience all much better.
Yeah.
And in 2 they improve upon that because it's just like the gameplay is great.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
So yeah.
It's DLC hell, from what I hear.
Yeah.
It is DLC hell, especially if you want custom skins.
There's a lot of DLC, but they have the Game of the Year editions or whatever, and they give you a bulk of the DLCs, so I mean that works.
It runs surprisingly well on my laptop too. I can get
it's a pretty easy game to
run.
I
can I think cause I got it at 720 because that's what my laptop's optimized to.
I play it the same, so
and I usually get anywhere from like 40 to 60 most of the time. The only time it goes to 30 is when it gets like really combat.
Yeah, I'll drop to 20 sometimes, but 30 and up is what I get in there.
The game is locked at 60, so my 1070 I get 62 frames.
Jeez.
Yeah, I usually get around 60, and I usually drop to like 50. So I have good performance for Borderlands for Borderlands 2 rather. I assume Borderlands is going to runs the same thing, same way for me.
Pretty much. Borderlands 2 is.
I haven't played much of Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2 was the thing that I did.
I love.
That's why I started 1 because I know if I play 2 first, I'll never be able to go back to 1.
Yeah, that was my mistake, and I can't go to Borderlands because I've experienced Borderlands 2.
Yeah,
it's better.
you go to if you start at Borderlands 2, or at least if you play Borderlands 2 for a while, with having played the first one, you go back to the first one and realize how primitive it is.
Yeah,
that's the best way to describe it. It's very primitive.
It looks so different.
Also, the menu inventory is much different.
Yeah, like just the assets and everything just look simpler.
Yeah.
But yeah, Borderlands 2 is you're gonna have to play that.
Yeah. Yes, and definitely
there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
And definitely play the DLC. I suggest Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep.
Oh yeah,
that one's so good. That one's so good.
Definitely a game we'll get. Which character did you choose?
Oh, I'm always a sniper. So Mordecai.
Okay.
And 1 and 0 and 2.
I chose the Gage the Technomancer for Borderlands 2. Mm-hmm. She was a DLC character.
I chose the chick. I forgot her name.
Oh, Lilith.
Yeah, Lilith. The Siren.
Yeah, the Siren. Yeah, or whatever.
Same difference.
But I'm the sniper because that's how I always am.
I'm surprised. I'm like, I'm gonna try something different this time. But yeah,
that's just typical brute, whatever the heck he's called.
Yeah,
Psycho.
Brick.
Brick.
Or you pick the Berserker.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because that I don't see you playing as any other type.
That's one that special comes in handy. You just punch him.
No, but whenever me and Jonathan played, we had a system. I was Mordecai and he was Roland. And Roland dishes out health. And I want to say he also either Mordecai or Roland, but I think it's Mordecai has a thing where you can regenerate ammo. I might be thinking of Borderlands 2.
it's probably 2.
But whatever the case, Jonathan had Roland, and he had a perk where it would regenerate health. So that literally, I couldn't play without Jonathan because if I'd have to like pick up health, and I wasn't used to doing that. But that's a good system to go by.
Huh. And I've been playing Borderlands. Playing a little bit of the Alan Wake DLC, the American Nightmare.
I bought it, so yeah.
So I beat the first Alan Wake. Good game. I didn't beat the DLC yet. I think I'm close, so I'll beat that soon. I've been playing multiplayer like Titanfall 2, Uncharted 4. I started playing this game called Paladins, which is literally Overwatch, but free to play.
Well, that was their point. They wanted to make a free to play Overwatch.
Yeah, like, and it's funny, like they started development at the same time. This is like, wow, this is so similar. Like the sounds are like slightly different, but the font looks similar. The way the game controls looks similar.
The characters are pretty much carbon copies of each other.
Yeah, so like I've just been playing
just
that.
Different models.
I'm playing it on PC. It's pretty fun. But like just like Overwatch, it's okay, nothing amazing. So I'm glad this is free to play because paying for Overwatch is cancer in my opinion because you should never pay for a game that's only online.
That's why I'm not a part of anything Overwatch. It's cancer.
But May is
Blizzard.
Bay.
It's a Blizzard community. I mean,
what the fuck?
May is Bay.
She's Satan.
Damn. That's what the players all say.
Yeah.
She does
Ice wall. I built this wall.
Like apparently she's worse to play with than against. That's never good. But
she can screw over her team with the wall.
Yeah.
It's like wow.
But
Trump's favorite character.
Anything Blizzard community? No.
That's why. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this with Destiny 2. They're using Battle.net for the fucking multiplayer section of Destiny 2, or for Destiny 2 in general. Now, at first I was really pissed off because I hate the Blizzard fan base with a passion. Like they could all die tomorrow and I'd be happy.
Wow.
But I don't blame them.
Now, not Blizzard themselves, just the fan base. You can all go fuck yourself. So, I was disappointed at first, but then I realized, you know what? At least it's not Uplay. So
Uplay's that bad.
Yeah.
So
I'll
I'll still probably get it on PC at a discount, of course, because I can't support that game day one with actual upfront price because, well, their anti-consumerism with the first one was made loud and clear with their DLC drops. But, yeah, that's it for that. But yeah, that was just, I said it because I forgot it and we were on topic of Blizzard. But, yeah, I played, that might be all I've played in the last, 3 weeks. I've been busy with stuff, so I haven't been playing as many games.
Me too.
And yeah, that's about it. So anything else to be brought up, or I think we're done here?
I think we're done.
I think we're done as well.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching Tech Peasants Podcast, episode 8. I don't know when the next one will be because this semester, these summer classes are hard as fuck. I literally had to cram all the yesterday so I could have time to be free today. I'm still not really done, but whatever. So outros.
You can find me on Twitter at RetroTechComs, and also you can see my photography on DeviantArt, jacob-of-retrotech.deviantart.com. I am also on Steam, and that's all I really have to say about that.
You can find me on Steam as well as Twitter, because I finally made one.
Yay.
Cooper Clan 13. Just be prepared for a lot of Japanese stuff on there.
Weep shit.
Weeb shit, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it for me.
And you can find me fucking your mom. And yeah. That's all you can find me doing.
I didn't realize we were on Roblox.
Yeah,
That was fucking beautiful.
That's Daniel signing out.
Literally best outro ever.
Savante, we don't even give a fuck about your outro. That was the outro.
Don't even say yours.
I'm just subscribe, follow me on Twitter and YouTube. I'm done. I'm gonna do my Vanguard shit. Just subscribe to YouTube, follow on Twitter. That's it. We're gonna get on that note. You can catch Daniel fucking your mom. See you guys next time.
Bye bye.